Because, I mean, this was a program that was sold for public safety. And if these cameras were, in fact, installed for public safety, you would see a spike in tickets when they were first installed, and then you would see a drop-off as drivers got used to the cameras and their behavior changed. But instead, the opposite has happened. You've seen spikes in these camera detection systems that I think shows that there has been some tinkering with those cameras.
Do you think the tinkering was done by the city, John McCarran, or at the direction of the city, by the company that operates these cameras?
I doubt the city was involved. In fact, one of the best parts of the story is the city doesn't seem to know what the heck was going on. Yeah. They didn't want to give up the records, and then when the Tribune found out there were these spikes occurring, they go, well, that's news to us. But it looks to me, I mean, just reading between the lines, and the stories didn't say it exactly, that they would send out someone, perhaps the contractor would send out someone to make an adjustment. They probably got it wrong, but so there was a period where there were no tickets issued while the thing was taken down to be adjusted. Then suddenly it's hundreds of tickets where only a few tickets had been issued before, so they got the adjustment wrong, and then they readjusted it back to normal. That's what it looks like.
But you know what that is? That is ensnaring drivers. That is ensnaring drivers and trying to boost your revenues, and that is not what those cameras were sold to taxpayers.
Does the company get any advantage or extra payment by the number of tickets that are issued?
I don't think so, no. And in fact, the company was fired. I mean, Rahm Emanuel did fire the company because there was some bribery accusations involved when they got the contract.
Well, Tom Korfman, were you one of those ticketed?
I, in fact, got a red light ticket coming to the show one time.
As did I. Probably for trailing you.
Yeah, you thought it was clear. But, I think it raises questions of what the Emanuel administration has been doing supervising this company. If, as the city, if you just go into a meeting and you say, hey, boys, how's it going? And they say, oh, the system's working fine, you're never going to find it out. And this seems to be the situation that the administration finds itself.
What would the incentive be, though, as the money keeps rolling in to say, hey, wait a minute, we're collecting too much money? Lester, does this go against what will be undoubtedly Rahm Emanuel's campaign theme, one of competence, and that he's on top of everything?
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. As Kristen points out, they're entrapping drivers, apparently for some scheme or another. We don't know why. And then when the Tribune finally figures out what's going on, they don't seem to know what to do. So, and people are already comparing it to Michael Bolandic and plowing the snow. So, yes, the competence
except there was no refunds involved with Michael Bolandic.
No, there were not.
And now they say they're going to review at least 9,000 tickets.
They're going to review tickets that occurred during those spikes. But still, even as you heard on the clip that played right before we started, the Emanuel administration is still trying to say that these cameras are for safety. And I think he should have just come out Friday when the Tribune report came out and said, this is wrong, we're going to fix it. And instead, he's been dodging questions.
No. Well, he actually did say something on Thursday where he said that this is wrong and he wants to make sure that it's made right.
And he did say that
But you're right. I don't understand why it took him so long to say that.
And he did say that the enforcement needs the public trust or it's not going to work. And somebody's going to have to explain this before the public trust is restored.
All right, well, a sad story on the automotive beat.